What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 50 of Retro Buyer's Guide. Thank you guys so much for all the support over the last 2 years, keeping the show going, all the new subscribers, the comments you guys leave. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's hard to believe there are 50 of these that I've made, but I am really happy to keep this going and share my love of retro games and retro hardware and consoles with you guys, and just be part of the community. Thank you guys so much. For this episode, I wanted to talk about something I recently picked up that I think is pretty cool and you might actually enjoy too, and that is the Retro Duo Portable. So for those of you unfamiliar, the Retro Duo Portable is a portable Super Nintendo that plays actual Super Nintendo cartridges manufactured by Retrobit here. Now this is version 2.0. I'm not really sure what the version differences are between 2.0 and 1.0, but this is the latest one you can buy off Amazon, which is where I got mine. And the way it works is it takes actual Super Nintendo cartridges, here's Mega Man X, and it plugs in to your device like so, and allows you to play the game portably, which is pretty freaking neat. We'll take a look at that in a second. And with the use of an adapter, you can also play, which this actually comes with it, an NES game as well. So let's take a look at what comes in the box. So you have the Retro Duo Portable itself, and you've also got a breakout adapter here so you can play 2-player games for Super Nintendo, as well as an AV out, although only composite, but you know, better something than nothing at all. So let's take a look at the actual Retro Duo Portable in action. So real quick, I forgot to mention the Retro Duo Portable also comes with a charge AC adapter with the standard port there in the box as well, so that you can keep a charge. Although I will note the battery life has been pretty great for me. So far it's gone about 5 or 6 hours without needing a recharge of straight continuous play. Alright, so let's take a closer look at the Retro Duo Portable here. You've got your familiar Y, X, and B and A buttons, colored just like the Famicom controller. Down here toward the bottom under the screen you've got Start, Select, and in the middle here you've got a contrast button. Now, a note about the contrast button, there are 3 different settings of brightness that you can use, but in my experience and opinion, only the most bright setting is the one that is usable in any state. Unfortunately, the other 2 are kind of too dark to use, and especially if you have any light in the room, you will have that reflecting off of the screen. It's just not usable, I guess, unless you're outside or something, but I never really took it outside to use. But I do think you're probably going to be using that most bright setting the most. Over here we've got a D-pad, and then speakers on the left and the right of the screen here. The audio out for this device is okay. It's nothing special. I noticed some distortion if it was turned up too loud. The speakers are pretty tinny, but other than that, you know, I mean, it's what you would expect. Down here on the bottom, we have the volume knob. And most of the time I had this, you know, probably 75% of the way. There's really no reason to turn it all the way up, but you do have some control over the volume, although it's not as big of a range as I would like. Here on the top, we've got your L and R buttons, and that's probably my major complaint with this thing, is that they are so awkward to get to being on top here. It just doesn't feel great, especially when a cartridge is plugged into the top here. Let me show you what I mean. So if we plug in a cartridge in the top, your fingers are just kind of resting there, and I feel like it would have been a better fit underneath the cartridge instead of on top, but it is what it is. A little bit inconvenient to get to, but you know, you work around it. So on top you also have your AV out here, which allows you to hook it up to a TV via the composite cable that comes with it. The picture's okay, it's nothing special, it's composite, but it is kind of nice to have this basically portable Super Nintendo that you can take with you wherever you want to go. Nothing here on the back. It has a rechargeable battery, and on the side here we've got your charge port, your DC in, and then your on and off switch. And on this side you have your a little adapter plug-in for 2-player controller support for Super Nintendo games. Pretty neat stuff, so let's check it out in action. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Retro Duo Portable in action here. Let me go ahead and zoom in so I can get a good shot of the screen. There we go. And let me go ahead and flip it on. And as you can see, it's got pretty decent brightness right from the get-go. Let me turn the sound up a little bit here. And this is, of course, Mega Man X playing on the Retro Duo Portable. Skip past this. So there you go, Mega Man X on a portable handheld, playing off the original Super Nintendo cartridge. So it works exactly like as advertised. It's pretty much any Super Nintendo game that you can think of on a handheld device. Now, it isn't compatible with all of the Super Nintendo library. There are a few that it doesn't work with, which I will put up a list. But for the most part, it's got pretty darn good compatibility. It's a little hard to play this while filming it, but you get the idea. Let's take a look at some of the other features. As I mentioned earlier, you can use different adapters to play different game libraries on the Retro Duo Portable. The one it comes with is the Retro Port, which allows you to play your NES games on the RDP, although it's somewhat impractical to use this thing, and you'll see what I mean when I plug an NES game into it. It just becomes really unwieldy to hold. Let's just go ahead and put that on the top there. And yeah, this is what your RDP looks like when you have an NES game plugged in there. And it's also, you can see, not the most sturdy thing in the world. Here is Mike Tyson's Punch-Out! So here's Mike Tyson's Punch-Out!, and it plays just like the NES version. See, the audio is a little bit distorted. But again, you know, you got this ridiculously unwieldy thing, and then when you shake it like that, the game will freeze, so you have to hold it incredibly still. Here it is working with the Super Game Boy, and it does support all of the extra color palettes and everything that you would expect. This is pretty neat. So here's Metroid 2 Return to Samus. And you hear the audio is really distorted if you got it turned up all the way. But yeah, there you go. The Super Game Boy is supported on the RDP. You can also purchase additional adapters like this Super Retro Advance here to play the Game Boy Advance library on your Retro Duo Portable. Let's go ahead and boot this up. This is the Capcom's Classic Mini Mix. And it just plays just like normal. So this blinking light means my battery's running out, but don't worry about that. So yeah, there you go. I mean, it plays just like you would expect it to.
Lastly, I wanted to close out this episode by showing you some captured footage from the Retro Duo Portable to my Elgato Game Capture HD through the composite cable that comes with the Retro Duo Portable when you buy it in the box. Again, it's a composite video, so it's not, the best quality, but pretty neat that you can just take this Retro Duo Portable with you anywhere and hook it up to a TV. As you can see, I'm playing Star Fox here, and the Retro Duo Portable plays this game perfectly. There were zero issues, and as a matter of fact, I tried all of the Super FX games that I own, and the Retro Duo Portable played them flawlessly. I also tried Rockman X2 and Rockman X3 for the Super Nintendo, which also both have custom chips on the inside, and the Retro Duo Portable played those fine as well. There are very few compatibility issues that I'm aware of with the Retro Duo Portable. I'll put up a list real quick on the screen so you can see. Most of them are PAL games, but I don't believe you can play those on an American NTSC Super Nintendo anyways. I may be wrong about that, but in any case, very few games are incompatible with this, which is a nice surprise. And here's one more for good measure. This is the Japanese version of Super Mario Kart, and again, the Retro Duo Portable plays it flawlessly. Fantastic game. I love playing this, and having the ability to play it on the go, off the original cartridge, is pretty darn neat, if you ask me. The only thing that I am not able to show you in this video, which I wish I had access to because I would love to have been able to test it out, is the RetroGen adapter, which allows you to play Sega Genesis games on your Super Nintendo. Unfortunately, I was not able to get one through Amazon because they were out of stock, and it was a little more expensive to order on eBay, so I decided to just not include it in this video, but theoretically, it should work fine on the Retro Duo Portable as well, allowing you to have access to Sega Genesis games on your Retro Duo Portable. Again, I have no idea what the compatibility is because I haven't been able to test it, but I assume it's probably just as good as the other libraries of games that I tried out. Alright guys, that's going to do it. Thank you so much for sticking with me through 50 of these. I really appreciate all the support, all the likes, subscribes, and comments. Mean the world to me. Thank you guys so much, and I look forward to making a bunch of new videos for you in 2017. But until the next one, take care and happy collecting.